everyone and welcome to another Broken Meeple culling video. I think this is the last one I'll be doing because other stuff I'm getting rid of is mainly review copies and that doesn't really count. You know, if it didn't go into the collection and stay in the collection, it doesn't count for one of these videos. And you might be thinking, this is a bit of a cheat, Luke. You love Kanban. Why are you culling Kanban? Well, have a guess. This is the Stronghold edition version of Kanban, the driver edition. So I got the upgraded version of Kanban from Stronghold games, and it still remains one of my favorite Euro games, heavy Euro games ever. The theme is fantastic for me. I love, I like cars, and I love the idea of building a car factory. I don't think I'm going to give away this Plano box. No, I might have to rebag this before I send it off because I could use that Plano box in another game. But I love this game, building up a car, it's like running a car factory, building cars, getting the blueprints, the parts, testing the designs, upgrading them, dodging Sandra, your boss. I love this game. This is it's either a 9 or a 10, I can't remember, but I love this game. Slight issue. Yes, I finally got Kanban EV in my collection. So Kanban EV, the new Eagle Griffin version, is finally here, and well, why would you keep both? I mean, what madman would keep both in their collection? I have waited for this for so long. This is like the upgraded Kickstarter version, even though I think I didn't back it on Kickstarter because of postage. I bought it after the fact from a retailer who had a Kickstarter version, but I have played this. Check out my solo modes of Lacerda Games video with Mark Dainty from Not Board Gaming. We did a full comprehensive live stream where we talked about solo modes in the Lacerda games, and both of us unanimously decided that the best solo mode in all the Lacerda games is in Kanban, the David Turksey AI Automna mode. We think it's the best out of all of them. Check out that live stream video if you want more detail on that. But I have, yes, okay, this takes up more space. It's a big chunk out of a Kallax shelf, but this one always had one or two issues with it. Firstly, box size. I hate these Stronghold thin boxes. They do not store enough in their games. Seriously, beef up your box sizes. But the other problem was that this one had a very iffy rulebook, and the graphic design on the board was a bit, it was hard to learn this one. And the biggest realization I had of that was at a convention, a HandyCon convention, where people wanted to play this game, and I thought, okay, this is going to be a long one, but I'm going to teach you free Kanban because I love this game and I want to play it. I brought it to the convention. I had to rely on memory jogger rules to remember how to play the game. Wow, is this a hard game to remember how to play if you haven't done your research in advance? It's like, that was a bit of a slog to get through. Fun, but a bit of a slog. And you could argue that was my fault for not researching the rules ahead of time. I'm well aware of that, but this game really doesn't allow for quick refresher of the rules. You have to practically learn this game from scratch, particularly with the iffy graphic design and unintuitive iconography that this has, in order to really get to grips with it. And I was like, I love Kanban, but we need a better version. And when they were doing this one, it's like, yes, this badly needs the Eagle Griffin treatment. And with this one, I mean, I'm not going to get it out and show you, well, actually, well, I'm not going to get all of it out, but as I say, this phenomenal production, the iconography in this is so much better, massive board, gorgeous wooden components. I mean, there is just no comparing. There is no way you would say that this is better than that one. I just can't see how you would. There's not even any rule changes in particular. There's like one or two tweaks to balance Sandra in nice mode, which I never play anyway, and I think to streamline how the speech tokens work. But apart from that, it's pretty much the same game. Yes, it takes up more space, but this looks better. This is easier to learn. The rulebook is better. It's had the Paul Grogan treatment. It's got a solo mode. This one doesn't have a solo mode, so you can't play this solo, but you can play this solo. It just has better graphic design. It just overall is a much better version of a game I already adore. And that's essentially the reason. I don't need to keep both. Yes, this one takes up more space, but hands down, I would play this over the normal Catan. Oh, that's a bit of a difference. The original Kanban. This now sits proudly on the shelf, threatening the likes of On Mars. We might get to that in another video. We'll have to see. But yeah, like I say, great game. It's just, why would I keep both versions? And that's Pretty much as simple as it gets for a culling video. So that's it for me on this one. I'll see you on the next Broken Meeple video. Check out the 5% discount code in the description for zatu.co.uk. If there's a perhaps maybe you don't want to buy the bigger version of Kanban, because as much as I rave about it, it is an expensive copy. This is a lot cheaper these days, and it might still be on sale on some stores. I don't know if Zatu have a copy of it, but you might be able to find this cheap on secondhand sales. So consider this one if you don't mind the extra rule set like barrier to entry, but you want a cheaper copy of Kanban. Because this would sell for a quarter of the cost of the Kanban EV one. So maybe budget is an issue. So I wouldn't write this one off just yet. But for me, I've got the big one, I don't need the small one. So after that interruption, we'll end it there. Take care, and remember as always, it's only a game. Bye for now.